Hey guys, want to make a quick video on the build I used to run my tier 17s. This is a nice Nova Archmage, just like a lot of builds this league. And this is a somewhat budget build. Very straightforward to use on scale, so it doesn't have swelling. This is just a simple 2-1 setup. There's no items here that cost a lot of money. This one is maybe 2-3 divs of very good rolls, but you don't need very good rolls. The ones, I got one of them for 10. One of them was something like 3-4, but you can downgrade that one as well. The rings are pretty straightforward stuff. There's high res and some cast speed, some life and mana. Once again, you can downgrade these. There's nothing special about this one. I think got it for like 10 chaos or something like that. Yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward stuff. There's some spell suppress, not very high rolls, as you can see. It's only like 10 here, 10 here, 14 here. So nothing too special, nothing too expensive. This is a level 96 build as well, so you can run it without needing a lot of points. Maybe a natural instinct right now is I'm gonna be the main cost center for this build. Okay, well that one is cheaper as well. The Light of Meaning is 6 as well, so that's gonna, I think, be the main cost centers. I think on the budget of around 20 div you can already make a build that can run fortresses for you. So it all depends on the regexes you use, and the regexes I use I'm also gonna talk about here. Alright, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the regexes I use. They're quite, I would say, conservative. I use 3 regexes. The rolling of the maps has cost maybe 10-20 chaoses despite the number of regexes. But if you're gonna find it annoying, you can also remove some mods from here. You'll see it's quite conservative sometimes, because I've added a lot of mods there, just annoying to have, but not necessarily build breaking. So yeah, we start with the standard stuff. So there's the tier 16 regex. You can use it on any map whatsoever. On tier 16s, on invitations, you name it, whatever. Yeah, we have LA Reflect, we have the life and mana regen. This is physical as chaos. You can remove this one. It depends on your chaos res, if you have capped or not. I had uncapped, so I had it. Suppress spell damage, just annoying. You can also remove this one. Let's cool down recovery rate, I guess. I think you could remove this one as well, but it's going to be annoying because the Sigil of Power might just become unusable. Nuke bots are possessed. You can leave it if you want. You can remove it. I don't care. Probably can run them both. Just can get a bit annoying. And I don't want to break my maps. Yeah, the tier 17 mods. I've just added a lot of mods that kind of break the build, or just annoying to run tier 17. So once again, suppress spell damage, reflect, fire additional projectiles, can be quite rippy. Deal no damage for 4 out of 10. Look, you can remove it, it's just annoying. Soul blades you can also remove if you want. As I said again, I think it's just a bit annoying, but I think this build doesn't really need it. Mark for Death, Union of Souls, it's up to you. I haven't tried to run the Union of Souls map. Leash From is self-explanatory. Less area effect is a must-have for this build. Reduced action speed, yeah, I always remove this one. I don't know how tier 17s are with it on. Probably bad. I don't want to try. And I also have this extra annoying tier 17s reject, so this is just non-specific. Once again, you can remove the extra chaos damage. Petrification statues you can remove. These two I think you need, because the spell suppress is going to be very annoying if you don't have it. And recharge energy shield. LA pen, I think you could probably remove it. Depends on how conservatively you want to run your maps. Unstable tentacle fields, you could definitely remove that one, but it's just so annoying. Yeah. So yeah, that's the mods I use to run it. I'm gonna leave them in the description, and you can also recreate them using this footage. Right, so this is a showcase of a non-juicy fortress. There's no crazy mods on this one. Actually, very nice, safe chill map. Yeah, so you can see the playstyle. It's one button, and then you spam your movement skills. yeah, move around, don't get hit too much. You'll be fine. You want to place a sigil power typically when there's a more difficult pack because it reduces the incoming damage you take. Yeah. So, as you can see, it's very smooth for the map. Straight to the boss. In case of the fortress, you can pretty much tank the boss if it doesn't have any juicy mods in it. Sometimes even with juicy mods, but if you have some synergizing mods, then it can be a bit of a problem. But normally you can just face tank it. So this is the footage of me running a juicy fortress, also sped up. So this had, I think, the mods that are quite annoying. It had the monster speed and attack, and also it had some boss modifiers. So just to be transparent about how it looks when there's some bad mods on the map. So this happens not too often, depends how you roll it. And also if you have a skill issue, I mean, you can deal with it just fine, and you'll still finish the map as well, but you're going to use some portals sometimes, so that happens, nothing wrong with it. You can see it's going pretty well. Now I get to the boss, and the boss has, I think, 2 mods that boost it, so I just can't face tank it, and here I died. Went back in, died to the mobs outside the portal. Guess I didn't realize that they were there. Died again. Yeah, as I said, if you have a skill issue, sometimes you can lose some portals. But this isn't as bad as, for example, playing LA, where you just die even if you play very well. And you get defensive layers of 6 portals. There's not like it. It's pretty smooth sailing for the most part of it. And yeah, I still finished this map just fine. I think I had 2 portals left after the boss. So my final thoughts. This build's been a great league starter. You have to use 2 buttons until you get Kitavos first, and also until you get the cost of your skill to be above a certain amount. But I found it very tanky. Not bait at all, so I would recommend to play it. If they don't nerf it next league as well, it's going to be quite good. Definitely a lot more comfier than playing LA, which is what I did mainly last league. And yeah, I had a good experience. The only problem I have with this build is the amount of visual clutter you have, which makes dodging some bosses a bit more annoying. But just train your senses, and with time you get better at it. So I don't find it too bad. Overall, would recommend to try if you're looking for a build that can run tier 17s. And yeah, well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the jazz. Small channel, so I'd appreciate it. Right, see ya.